world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first the infant kneeling and puking in the nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail and willingly to school. Then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then the soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honour, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice in fair round belly, with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all that ends this strange, eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion. Son's teeth, son's eyes, son's taste, son's everything. Act 1, Scene 1, antechamber to Leontes' palace in Sicilia. Enter Camilla and Arcadelia.
If you shall chance, Camilla, to visit Bohemia on the like occasion wherein my service is now on foot, you shall see, as I have said, great difference betwixt our Bohemia and your Sicilia.
I think this coming summer the King of Sicilia means to pay Bohemia the visitation which he justly owes him.
Wherein our entertainment shall shame us, we will be justified in our loves, for indeed...
Oh, beseech you, Sicilia cannot show himself over-kind to Bohemia. They were trained together in their childhoods, and there rooted betwixt them then such an affection which cannot choose but branch now. Since their more mature dignities and royal necessities have made separation of their society, their encounters, though not personal, have been royally attorneyed, with interchange of gifts, letters, loving embassies, that they have seemed to be together, though absent. Shook hands as over a vast, and embraced, as it were, from the ends of opposed winds. Oh, the heavens continue their loves.
I think there is not in the world either malice or matter to alter it. You have an unspeakable comfort of your young Prince Mamilius. He is a gentleman of greatest promise that ever entered my nose.
I very well agree with you in the hopes of him. It is a gallant child, one that indeed physics the subject, makes all parts fresh. They that went on crutches ere he was born desire yet their life to see him a man.
Would they else be content to die?
Yes, unless there was another excuse why they should desire to live.
If the king had no sons, they would desire to live on crutches till he had one.
We enter Leontes' palace to his stateroom.
We are tougher, brother, than you can put us to it.
No longer stay.
1 7 longer.
Very sooth tomorrow.
We'll part the time between then, and then that I'll no gainsaying.
Press me not, beseech you so. There is no tongue that moves, none in the world so soon as yours could win me. So it should now, where there necessity in your request, although 'twere needful I denied it. Farewell, our brother.
Tongue-tied, our queen. Speak you.
Well, I have thought to have held my peace until you have drawn from him oaths not to stay. You, sir, charge him too coldly. Tell him you are sure all in Bohemia is well. This satisfaction the bygone day proclaimed. Say this to him, he's beat from his best ward.
Well said, Hermione.
To tell he longs to see his son were strong. But let him say so and let him go, let him swear so, and he shall not stay. We'll thwack him hence with distaffs. Yet, of your royal presence, I'll adventure the borrow of a week. When at Bohemia you take my lord, I'll give him my commission to let him there a month behind the guest prefix for his parting. Yet, good deed, Leontes, I love you not a jar of a clock behind what lady she her lord. You'll stay?
No, madam.
Oh, nay, but you will.
I may not, verily.
Oh, verily. You put me off with limber vows. But I should yet say, sir, no going. Verily, you shall not go. A lady's verily is as potent as a lord's. How say you? Will you go yet? Force me to keep you as a prisoner and not like a guest? How say you, my prisoner or my guest? Why, your dread verily, one of them you shall be.
Your guest then, madam. To be your prisoner should import offending, which is for me less easy to commit than you to punish.
Not your jailer then, but your kind hostess. Come, I'll question you of my lord's tricks and yours when you were boys. You were pretty lordings it.
We were, fair queen, two lads that thought there was no more behind but such a day tomorrow was the day, and to be boy eternal.
Was not my lord the very wag of the two?
Oh, we were as twin lambs that did frisk o' the sun and bleat the one at the other. What we changed was innocence for innocence. We knew not the doctrine of ill-doing, nor dreamed that any did. Had we pursued that life, and our weak spirits ne'er been higher reared with stronger blood, we should have answered heaven boldly, not guilty! The imposition cleared, hereditary ours.
And by this we gather you have tripped since.
Oh, my most sacred lady, temptations have since then been born to us. For in those unfledged days was my wife a girl. Your precious self had then not crossed the eyes of my young playfellow.
Grace to boot, if this make no conclusion, lest you say your queen and I are devils. Yet go on. The offences we have made you do will answer, if that you first sinned with us, and that with us you did continue fault, and that you slept not with any, but with us.
Is he won yet?
He'll stay.
My request he would not. Hermione, there never spoke us to better purpose.
Never?
Never, but once.
What have I twice said well? When was before, I prithee tell me.
Why, that was when 3 crabbed months had served themselves to death, ere I could make thee open thy white hand and clap thyself my love. Then didst thou utter, I'm yours forever.
'Tis grace indeed. Why, lo you know, I have spoke to the purpose twice. The one for ever earned a royal husband, and the other for some while a friend.
Too hot. Too hot.
To mingle friendship far is mingling bloods.
Oh, I tremor cordis on me. My heart dances, but not for joy. Not joy.
This friendship may a free face put on, derive a liberty from heart in his bounty and fertile bosom. To me, I grant. But these paddling palms and pinching fingers as now they are, making practice smiles in a looking glass and into sighs by the more to the dear, oh, that is entertainment my heart likes not, nor my rose. Mamilius! Art thou my boy?
Aye, my good lord.
In fact, why, that's my bowcock.
What? Has smudged thy nose? You say it is a copy out of mine. Come, we must be neat, Captain. Not neat, but cleanly, Captain. The steer, the heifer, and the calf are all called neat. Still virgining upon his palm. I know you wanting calf. Art thou my calf?
If you say, my lord.
There wants a rough pash and shoots that I have to be fool like me. They say we're as like as eggs. Come, Sir Page. Look on me with your welkin eye. Sweet villain. My caller. Most dearest. Can I, dam? May it be?
Ah! Affection and intention stabs the centre.
Thou dost make possible things not so held, communicate us with dreams.
How can this be? With what's unreal, thy coactive art and us nothing.
Oh, but yet, 'tis credent thou mayest conjoin with something. And thou dost. And that, beyond commission, and that took the infection of my brains and hardening of my brows.
Well, what means Cecilia?
Something seems unsettled.
I know, my lord. What cheer? I wist with you, best brother.
You look as if you held a brow of much distraction. Are you moved, my lord?
No. In good earnest, how nature will sometimes betray its folly, its tenderness. Looking on the lines of my boy's face, methought I was thrown back some 23 years and saw myself unbreeched in my green velvet coat, my dagger muzzled, lest it should bite its master, and so prove, as ornaments oft do, too dangerous. How like me thought I was to this colonel, this squash, this gentleman. How now, so will you take eggs for money?
No, I'll fight.
You will. Happy man be his dole.
My brother, you look on your young prince as we do look on ours.
If at home, sir, he's all my exercise, my mirth, my matter. Now my sworn friend and then mine enemy. My parasite, my soldier, statesman all. He makes a July stay short as December, and with his varying childness cures in me thoughts that would thick my blood.
So stands this squire, offers with me. We two will walk and lead you to your graver steps. Hermione, as thou lovest us, show in our brothers welcome. Let what is dear in Sicily be cheap. Like to thyself and my young rover, he's a parent to my heart.
If you would seek us, we are yours of the garden. Shall we tend you there?
To your own bents, dispose you. You'll be found, but you beneath the sky. I am angry now, for you perceive not how I give bent. Go to! And she holds up the bill, the neb to him, and answers her with the boldness of a wife or a loving husband. Gone already? Inch thick, knee deep o'er head and ears, a forked one. Go, play, boy, play. Thy mother plays, and I play too. But so disgraced a part will hiss me to my grave. Contempt and clamour will be my knell. There have been, or I am much deceived, cuckolds ere now. And many a man there is that arms himself with his wife, even now, at this present, while I speak this, that little thinks his wife has been sluiced in his absence, and is pond fished by his neighbour, by Sir Smile, his neighbour. Nay, there's comfort in it, while some men have gates, and those gates opened, as mine, against their will. Should all men revolt that have revolted wives, to tempt mankind would hang themselves. How now, boy?
I am like you, they say.
Why, that's some comfort. What, Camilla there?
Aye, my good lord?
Go play, Mamilius. Thou'rt an honest man. Camilla, this great sir will stay yet longer.
He would not stay at your... when you cast out, it still came home. The anchor would not stay.
It's noted.
He would not stay at your petition. He made his business more material.
Disperceive it. There with me now, whispering, rounding, Cecilia's or so forth. 'Tis far gone when I shall dust it last. How came it, Camilla, that he did stay?
At the good Queen's entreaty.
At the Queen's, be it. Good should be pertinent. But so it is, be it so. Was this taken by any understanding paper down lower messes, perchance, were to this business, purblind, say?
Business, my lord, I think most understand Bohemia stays here longer.
Huh?
Stays here longer.
Aye, but why?
To satisfy your highness and the entreaties of our most gracious mistress.
Satisfy. The entreaties of our mistress. Satisfy. Camilla, I've trusted to thee with all the affairs nearest my heart, as well my chamber councils, wherein priest-like thou hast cleansed my bosom, and I from thee departed thy penitent reformed. But we have been deceived in thy integrity, deceived in that which seems so.
May it forbid.
Have not seen, Camilla. But that passed out. You have, or else your eyeglass is thicker than a cockle's horn. My wife is slippery. If thou wilt confess, or else be impudently negative to have nor ears, nor eyes, nor thought, then say my wife's a hobby horse, deserves a name as rank as any flax wench that puts through before her troth light. Say it and justify it.
I would not be a stand-by to hear my sovereign mistress clouded so, without my present chance vengeance taken. True my heart, you never spoke what did become you less.
Is whispering nothing? Is leaning cheek to cheek, kissing with inside lip, stopping the career of laughing with a sigh, a note infallible of breaking honesty, horsing foot on foot, skulking in corners, wishing clocks more swift, noon, midnight, hours, minutes, and all eyes blind to the pin and web, but there's theirs only which would unseen be wicked. Is this nothing? Oh, why then the world and all it's in it is nothing. The covering sky is nothing. Bohemia is nothing. My wife is nothing, nor nothing be these nothings if this be nothing.
My lord, be cured of this diseased opinion, for 'tis most dangerous.
Say 'tis be so.
No, my lord.
It is! You lie! Thou liest, Camilla, and I hate thee! Where my wife's liver infected as a light, she would not live the running of one glass.
Who does infect her?
Why, he that wears her about his neck, like a medal, Bohemia. And had I servants that were true about me, which should undo more doing, and thou, his cup-bearer, mightst bespice a cup and give mine enemy a lasting wink, which draught to me were cordial.
My lord, I could do this, and with no rash potion, but with a lingering dram that should not work maliciously like poison. But I cannot believe this crack to be in my dread mistress, so sovereignly being honourable. I have loved
So to make that thy question and go rot. Dost think I am so settled upon myself in this vexation, to sully the purity and whiteness of my sheets, which to preserve is sleep, which, being spotted, is goads, thorns, nettles, tails of wolves, get scandal to the blood of my friends, who I do think is mine, and love is mine. Without right moving to it, would I do this? Could man so blench?
My lord, I believe you. I do, and I will fetch off Bohemia for it. Provided that, when he's removed, your highness will take again your queen, as yours at first, even for your son's sake, and thereby for sealing the injuries of tongues in courts and kingdoms known and allied to yours.
Thou dost advise me. As I mine in course have set down, I'll give no blemish to your honour, none.
Go then, my lord, and keep with Bohemia and with your queen. I am his cupbearer. If from me he receive wholesome beverage, account me not your servant.
Do it. As one half my heart. Do it not, and splits thine own.
I'll do it, my lord.
I will seem friendly, as thou hast advised.
Miserable lady. But for myself, what case stand I in? I am to be the poisoner of good Polixenes, and my grounds to do so is the obedience to a master, one who in rebellion with himself would have all who are his so too. To do this deed, promotion follows. No, I'll not do it. Let villainy itself will swear it. I must forsake the court. To do it or no is sure to me a breakneck. Oh, happy star reign now.
This is strange. Methinks my favour here begins to warp. Not speak. Good day, Camilla.
Hail, most royal sir.
What is the news in the court?
None rare, my lord.
The king hath on him such a countenance as he had lost some province, and a region loved as he loves himself. Only now I met him with customary compliments, when he, wafting his eyes to the contrary and falling a lip of much contempt, speeds from me, and so leaves me to consider what is breeding that changeth thus his manners.
I dare not know, my lord.
How? Dare not? Do not? Do you know and dare not? Be intelligent to me, 'tis thereabouts. For to yourself what you do know you must, and cannot say you dare not.
There is a sickness which puts some of us in distemper. but I cannot name the disease. It's caught of you that yet are well.
How caught of me?
I dare not say.
A sickness caught of me, and yet I well, I must be answered.
Well, I'll tell you then, my lord, since I am charged by him in honour that I think honourable.
On, good Camilla.
I am appointed him to murder you.
By whom, Camilla?
By the king.
For what?
He thinks, nay, in all confidence, he swears, as he had seen it or been an instrument to vice you to it, that you have touched his queen forbiddenly.
How should this grow?
I know not, but I know 'tis safer to avoid what is grown than to guess how it was born. Oh, if you dare trust my honesty, away tonight.
I do believe thee, Camilla. I saw his heart in his face. Give me thy hand. Be pilot to me, and thy places shall still neighbour mine. This jealousy is for a precious creature. As she's rare, must he be great, and as his person's mighty, must he be violent. And as he does conceive he is dishonoured by a man which ever professed to him, why his revenges in that must be made more bitter. Come, Camilla, I will respect thee as a mother if thou bearest my life off hence. Let us avoid.
My lord, I have all the keys to all the posterns. Please your honour to take the urgent hour. Come, sir, away.
Yet black brows, they say, become some women's best. There not to be too much hair there, though, or a semicircle, or half moon, made by pen. Who taught you this? I learnt it out of women's faces. I pray now, what colour are your eyebrows?
Blue, my lord.
Nay, that's a mock. I've seen a woman's nose blue before, but not her eyebrows.
Hark ye, the queen your mother rounds apace.
She has spread of waiting to goodly folk that come and kind to her.
What wisdom stirs amongst you? Come, sir. Pray you sit by us and tell us a tale.
Bear your sad tale at thee.
Oh, as many as you will.
A sad tale's best for the winter.
Well, let's have that then. Come on, sit down. Come on. Oh. And do your best to fright me with your sprites.
You met there?
Powerful at it.
His train. Camilla with him. By yonder tuft of pines I met with them. Never saw I men scowl so on their way. I eyed them even to their ships. How blessed am I in my just censure, in my true opinion. How accursed in being so blessed. Camilla was his help in this. His pander, his plot against my life, my crown. All's true that is mistrusted. That false villain who was employed by me was pre-employed by him. They have discovered my design and I am in a pinched thing, a very trick for them to play at will. Give me the boy. I'm glad you did not nurse him. Though he bears some signs of me, you have too much blood in him.
What's this sport?
Bear the boy hence. He should not come about her. Away with him. And let her sport herself with that she's big with, for 'tis Polixenes has made thee swell thus.
I'd say he had not, and I'd be sworn you would believe my saying, however you mean to the nayward.
You, my lords, look at her. Mark her but well. Be about to say she's a goodly lady. And the justice of your hearts will there to add, 'tis pity she's not honest, honourable. Praise her but for this, her without door form, which on my faith deserves high speech and straight the shrug, the hum, or ha, these petty brands that calumny that use. Go, I'm out! That mercy does. Calumny were still virtue itself. These shrugs, these hums, these has. If you will say she's good, come between ere you can say she's honest. But be it known from him that has most cause to grieve, she's an adulteress.
Should a villain say so, the most replenished villain in the world, he were as much more villain. You, my lord, you do but mistake.
You have mistook, my lady, Polixenes for Leontes. I have said she's an adulteress. I have said with whom, and worse, she's a traitor. And Camilla is a federary with her, and one that should shame to know herself, but with her most vile principles, she's a bed-swerver. Even worse than those that vulgars give bold titles to, I am privy to this their late escape.
Not by my life privy to none of this. How will this grieve you when you shall come to clearer knowledge that you must have published me? You scarce can write me truly then to say you did mistake.
Away with her. To prison. He who shall speak for her is afar off guilty, but that he speaks.
Good my lords, I am not prone to weeping, as our sex commonly are, the want of which vain dew perchance shall dry your pities. But I have that honourable grief lodged here, which burns worse than tears drown. Your honours, I beseech you with thoughts so qualified as your charities shall best instruct you measure me. And so the king's will be performed.
Shall I be heard?
Who is goes with me? Beseech your highness that my women may be with me, for as you see my plight requires it. Do not weep, good fools, there is no cause. But you, my lord, I never wished to see you sorry, but now I trust I shall. The women, come. You have leave.
Go. Do your bidding, hence.
Beseech your highness, call the queen again.
Be certain what you do, sir, lest your justice prove violence, in the which 3 great ones suffer, yourself, your queen, your son.
For her, my lord, I dare my life lay down, and will do't, sir. Please to accept in this your queen is spotless in the eyes of heaven, and you, I mean in this that you accuse her.
If it proves she's otherwise, I'll keep my stables where I lodge my wife. I'll go in couples with her. Then when I feel and see her, no further trust her. For every inch of woman in the world, every dram of woman's flesh is false that she be.
Now hold your pieces.
Good my lord.
It is for you we speak, not for ourselves. You are abused by some put-her-on who will be damned for it. Would I knew the villain, I would land damn him. Be she honour flawed? I have 3 daughters. If this prove true, thou pay for it. By mine honour, I'll geld them all.
Cease. No more. You smell this business with a sense as cold as a dead man's nose. But I do smell it and feel it, as you feel doing thus and sense and see with all the instruments that feel.
If it be so, we need no grave to bury honesty. There's not a grain of it. The face to sweeten of the whole dungy earth.
What need we commune with you in this? But rather follow our forceful instigation. Our prerogative calls not your counsels, but our natural goodness imparts this. But you, being stupefied or seeming so in skill, cannot or will not relish a truth like us. We need tell yourself we need no more of your advice. The matter, the loss, the gain, the ordering, and it's all properly ours.
And I wish, my liege, you had taken only silent judgment of it, without more overture.
Either thou art grown most ignorant by age, or thou wert born a fool. Yet for greater confirmation I have sent to sacred Delphos, to Apollo's temple, Cleomenes and Dion, whom you know of stuff sufficiency. They from the oracle will bring all, whose spiritual counsel had, shall stop or spur me. Have I done well?
Well done, my lord.
I need no more than what I know, yet shall the oracle give comfort to those that need it, such as he whose ignorant credulity will not come up to the truth. And so from our poor person, lest she should be confined, that she should undertake those duties that the 2 fled were left out to perform. Come, we can speak in public. This business will raise us all.
To laughter, as I take it, if the good truth were known.
Keeper of the prison, call to him, let him have knowledge of who I am, good lady. No court in Europe is too good for thee. What dost thou then in prison? Now, good sir, you know me, do you not?
For a worthy lady, and one whom much I honour.
Pray then, conduct me to the queen.
To the contrary, madam, I have express commandment.
There's a door. To Lock up honesty and honour from the access of gentle visitors. It's lawful play thee to see her women. Any of them, Amelia?
So please you, madam. To put apart these your attendants, I shall bring Amelia forth.
Call her then. That should do. To call no stain a stain as passes colouring. Dear gentlemen, how fares our gracious lady?
As well as one so great and so forlorn may hold together on her frights and griefs, which never hath borne greater tender lady. She is something for time delivered.
Oh?
A daughter, and a goodly babe, lusty and likely to live. The queen receives much comfort in it. She says, my poor prisoner, I'm as innocent as you are.
Oh, these dangerous, unsafe loons of the king! Beshrew them! He must be told on't, and he shall. The office becomes the woman best I'll take it upon myself. If I proved honey-mouthed, let my tongue blister, and never to my red-looked anger be the trumpet any more. Good Amelia, convey my best obedience to the Queen. If she dost trust me with her little babe, I'll show it to the King. We do not know how he may soften at the sight of the child. The silence often of pure innocence persuades when speaking fails.
Most worthy madam, your honour and goodness is so evident that your free undertaking cannot miss its thriving issue. There's no lady living to meet this great errand. Please your ladyship to visit the next room. I'll presently acquaint the queen of your most noble offer.
Tell her, Amelia, I'll use that tongue I have, if wit flow from it, as boldness from my bosom. Let it not be doubted. I shall do good.
Madam, if it please the queen to send the babe, I know not what I shall incur to pass it, having no warrant.
You need not fear it, sir. This child was prisoner to the womb, and is by law and process of great nature then freed and enfranchised, not a subject of the anger of the king, nor party to, if any be, the trespass of the queen.
I do believe it.
Do not you fear it. Upon mine honour, I shall stand betwixt you and danger.
We return to Leon's palace.
He's there. What news? How does the boy?
He took good rest tonight. His hopes of sickness is discharged.
To see his nobleness. Conceiving the dishonesty of his mother, he straight declined, drooped, took it deeply, fastened and fixed the shame on it in himself, threw off his spirit, his appetite, his sleep, and downright languished. Go, leave me solely. See how he fares. Fie. No thought of him. Polixenes and Camilla laugh at me, make a pastime at my sorrows. Oh, they should not laugh if I could reach them, nor should she within my power.
Nay, rather good my lord, be second to me. Fear you his chivalrous passion, more or less than the queen's life, her gracious innocent soul, more free than he is jealous?
Madame, he has not slept tonight. Commanded none to come at him.
Not so hot, good sir. I come to bring him sleep, 'tis such as you, that creep like shadows by him and do sigh at each his needless heavings, such as you. Nourish the cause of his awaking, I do come to bring him sleep, and take away that obsession he has got.
What noise there, ho?
No noise, my lord, but needful conference about some gossips for your highness.
Away with that audacious lady. Antigonus had charged thee she should not come about me. I knew she would.
I told her so, my lord, on your displeasure's peril and on mine, she should not visit you.
What? Canst not rule her?
From all dishonesty he can. In this, unless he take the course that you have done, commit me for committing honor. Doubt it not, he shall not rule me.
Now you hear, but she will take the rein. I let her run, but she'll not stumble.
But my liege, I come, and I beseech you, hear me, who profess myself your loyal servant, your physician, and most obedient counsellor, yet who still dares less to appear so in comforting your evil than such as most seem yours. I come, I say, from your good queen.
Good queen.
Good queen, my lord, I say good queen, and would by combat make her good. So I will remand the worst about you.
Force her hands.
Let him but make but trifles of his eyes first hand me. On mine own accord I'll off. But first I'll do my errand. The good queen, for she is good, hath brought you forth a daughter. Here 'tis. Commends it to your blessing.
Out! Oh, the mankind witch! Hence with an outer door! The most intelligencing God! We not force our hands, traitors. Force our hands, thou dotard. Thou art woman tired. Take up the bastard, take it up. Give it to thy crone.
Forever unvenerable be thy hands if thou takest up the princess by that false basis he has put upon't.
He dreads his wife.
So I would you did. Then 'twere past all doubt you'd call your children yours.
Once more, force her hands.
It is yours. And might we lay the old proverb to your charge, so like you, 'tis the worse. Behold mine. Although the print be little, the whole matter and copy of the father.
Callant about the tongue that later beat her husband and now baits me. This brat is none of mine. This is your Polixenes. Take it up, heads. Together with the damned, commit them to the fire.
It is yours.
Gross hag. And Losel, thou art worthy to be burnt, hanged, and will not stay her tongue.
Hang all the husbands that cannot do that feat. You'll leave yourself hardly one subject.
Once more. Force her heads.
A most unnatural and unworthy lord can do no more.
I'll hear thee burnt.
I cannot. It is an heretic that makes the fire, not she that burns it. I'll not call you tyrant, but this most cruel treatment of your queen, unable to produce more accusations than your own weak, hinged fancy, somewhat savours of tyranny, and will ignoble make you, yea, scandalous to the world.
On your allegiance, out of the chamber with her!
Ah! I pray you, do not push me. I'll be gone. Look to your babe, my lord, 'tis yours. Jove, send her a better guiding spirit. What need these hands, you that are so tender of his follies? Will never do him good, not one of you. So, farewell. We are gone.
Thou, traitor, hast set thy wife on this. My child, away with it. Even thou that hast a heart so tender on it, take it up straight and see it instantly consumed by fire. Even thou, and none but thou. Take it up straight. Within this hour, bring me word 'tis done. If thou refuse and wilt encounter with my wrath, say so. The bastard brains with these my proper hands I'll dash out. Take it hence, for thou setst on thy wife.
I did not, sir. These lords, my noble fellows, if they choose, can clear me in it.
You can't marry old age. He is not guilty of our coming hither.
You liars! All! Shall I live to see this bastard kneel and call me father? Better burn it down and curse it then. So it is, be it so, let it live. Shall not neither. You, come hither. You that has been so tenderly officious with thy lady Marjorie there, thy midwife, to save this bastard's life, for 'tis a bastard, sure as his beard's grey. What will you do to adventure to save this brat's life?
Anything, my lord, that my ability may undergo and nobleness impose. At least thus much. I'll pawn the little blood that I have left to save the innocent. Anything possible.
It shall be possible. Swear on this sword.
I will, my lord.
Mark and perform it, sayest thou. If it failed any point of it, it should be death not only by thyself, but to thy lewd-tongued wife, who for this time we pardon. We enjoin thee, as thou art liege man to us, that thou carry up this female bastard, and that thou take it to bear it to some remote and distant land quite out of our dominion. There thou leave it without more mercy to its own protection and favour of the climate. Take it up straight.
I swear to do this, though our present death have been more merciful. Come, poor babe. Some powerful spirit had struck the kites and ravens to be thy nurses. Wolves and bears, they say, casting their savageness aside, have done like offices.
I'll not rear another's issue.
Please, your highness, post, and those you sent to the oracle are come, and hours since, Cleomenes and Dion, being well arrived from Delphos, are both landed, hasting to thy court.
So please you, sir, their speed have been beyond account.
23 days they have been absent. 'Tis good speed, foretells the good Apollo will have the truth of this appear. Prepare you, lords. Summon us sessions, that we may arraign our most disloyal lady, for as she has been publicly accused, so shall she have a fair and open trial. While she lives, my heart will be a burden to me. Go! Think upon our bidding.
We go too. Court session is called. Court this way. Follow me.
Lusty and like to live, the Queen receives much comfort in, says my poor prisoner, I am innocent.
The This sessions, to our great grief we pronounce, even pushes against our heart. The party tried, the daughter of a king, our wife, and one of us too much beloved. Let us be clear to being tyrannous, since we so openly proceed in justice, which shall have due course, even to the guilt or the purgation. Produce the prisoner.
It is His Highness's pleasure that the Queen appear in person here in court. Silence!
Read the indictment.
Hermione, Queen to the worthy Leontes, King of Sicilia, thou art here accused and arraigned of high treason in committing adultery with Polixenes, King of Bohemia, and conspiring with Camilla to take away the life of our sovereign lord the king, thy royal husband, the pretence whereof being by circumstances partly laid open, thou, Hermione, contrary to the faith and allegiance of a true subject, didst counsel and aid them for their better safety to fly away by night.
Since what I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation, and the testimony on my part no other but what comes from myself, it scarce shall boot me to say not guilty. Mine integrity being counted falsehood shall, as I express it, be so received. You, my lord, best know my past life hath been as continent, as chaste, as true as I am now unhappy. I appeal to your own conscience. Before Polixenes came to your court, how I was in your grace, how merited to be so. And since he came with what encounter so incurrent, I have strained to appear thus. If one jot beyond the bound of honour, or an act or will that way inclining, harden be the hearts of all who hear me, and my nearest of kin cry fie upon my grave.
You will not own it.
More than mistress of that which comes to me in name of fault, I must not at all acknowledge. Now for Polixenes, with whom I am accused, I do confess I loved him as an honour he required, with such a kind of love as might become a lady like me, with a love even such, so and no other, as your highness commanded. Now for conspiracy, I know not how it tastes, though it be dish for me to try how. All I know of it is that Camilla was an honest woman, and why she left your court, the gods wotting no more than I are ignorant.
You knew of her departure, even as you know now what you've undertaken to do in her absence.
Sir, you speak a language that I understand not. My life stands on the level of your dreams, which I'll lay down.
Your actions are my dreams. You had a bastard by Polixenes, and I but dreamt it. As thy brat has been set forth, so shall it, no father owning it, so shall you feel our justice, in whose easiest passage look for no less than death.
Sir, spare your threats. The crown and comfort of my life, your favour I do give lost, for I do feel it gone, but know not how it went. My second joy and first fruits of my body, from his presence I am barred like one infectious. My third comfort, starred most unluckily, is from my breast, the innocent milk in its most innocent mouth, haled out to murder. Myself on every post proclaimed a strumpet. Lastly hurried here in the open air to this place, before I have strength of limit. So tell me, my lord, what blessings I have here alive that I should fear to die. Therefore go on, but yet hear this. If I shall be condemned upon surmises, all prove sleeping else but what your jealousies awake, I tell you 'tis rigour and not law. Your honours all, I do refer me to the oracle.
Apollo be my judge.
This your request is altogether just. Therefore bring forth in Apollo's name his oracle.
Break up the seals and read.
red truth?
Aye, my lord, even so as it is here set down.
There is no truth to the article. This is mere falsehood. The session shall proceed.
My lord, the king, the king!
What is the business?
Sir, though I shall be hated to report it, the prince, your son, with mere conceit and fear of the queen's speed, is gone.
How gone?
Is dead.
Oh, Paul was angry. The heavens is striking my injustice. How now?
This news is mortal to the Queen.
Bear her hands.
You can see what death is doing.
Bear her hands. Her heart's been overcharged. She will recover. I have too much believed mine own suspicions. Beseech you tenderly apply to some remedies of life. Oh, Apollo, forgive my great profaneness to thine oracle. I'll reconcile me to Polixenes. You woo my wife. Recall the good Camilla, whom I do proclaim to be of truth, of mercy. For being transported by my jealous rage and my bloody thoughts into revenge, I chose Camilla for the minister to poison my friend Polixenes, which had been done, but that the swift mind of Camilla tarded my swift response. She glistens to my rust. Does her pity, does my deeds make the blacker?
Why? Oh, cut my lace lest my heart cracking his face.
What fix is this, good lady?
What studied torments, tyrant, hast for me? What wheels, racks, fires, what flaying, boiling inlets or oils, what old or newer torture must I receive, whose every word deserves to taste of thy most worst? Thy tyranny, together working with thy jealousies, fancies too green for boys, too thin and idle for girls of 9. Oh, think what they have done. And then run mad indeed, stark mad, for all thy bygone fooleries were but spices of it, that thou betrayest Polixenes. 'Twas nothing that but showed thee of a fool inconstant and damnably ungrateful. Nor was much. Thou wouldst have poisoned good Camilla's honour to have her kill a king. Poor trespassers, more monstrous standing by, whereof I reckon the casting forth to crows thy baby daughter to be or none, or little though a devil would have shed water out of fire had done it. Nor is directly laid to thee the death of the young prince, whose honourable thoughts high for one so tender, cleft the heart that could conceive a gross and foolish sire, blemish his lovely dam. This is not, no, laid to thy answer. But the last, oh Lord, when I did say, cry were, the Queen, the sweetest, dearest creature's dead, and vengeance for it not dropped down yet.
House forbid.
I say she's dead, I'll swear it. But oh, thy tyrant, do not repent these things, for they are heavier than all thy woes can stir. Instead, betake thee to nothing but despair. 1,000 knees, 10,000 years together, naked fasting upon a barren mountain, and still winter in storm perpetual, would not move the gods to look the way thou wert.
Go on. Go on, now canst not speak too much. I deserve all tongues to talk to the blackest.
Say no more. However this business goes, you have been in fault in the boldness of your speech.
Take your patience to you, and I'll say nothing.
Thou dost speak but well, when most the truth, which I deserve much better than to be pitied of thee. Prithee, bring me to the bodies of my dead queen and son. One grave shall be for both. Upon them shall the cause of death appear, unto our shame perpetual. Once a day I'll visit the chapel where they lie. And as long as nature will bear up with this exercise, I'll daily vow to use it. But I'll... Prithee, lead me unto these sorrows.
Look grimly and threaten pleasant blusters. In my conscience, the heavens, with that we have in hand, are angry and frown upon us.
That sacred growth be done. So, get thee aboard. Look to thy bark. I'll follow instantly.
I'm glad at heart to be so rid of the business.
Come on, poor babe. I have heard, but not believed. The spirits of the dead may walk again. If such thing be, thy mother appeared to me last night, for ne'er was dream so like a waking. In pure white robes, like very sanctity, she did approach my cabin where I lay. Good Antigonus, since fate against thy better disposition hath made thee for the thrower out of my poor babe, according to thine oath, places remote enough are in Bohemia. There weep and leave it crying. And for the babe is counted lost forever, perditor, I prithee call it. For this ungentle business put upon thee by my lord, thou ne'er shalt see thy wife Paulina more. And so with shrieks she melted into air. Affrighted much, I did in time collect myself, and thought this was so, and no slumber. I do believe Hermione hath suffered death, and that Apollo would, this being indeed the issue of King Polixenes, it should here be laid, either for life or death, upon the earth of its right father. Blossom, speed thee well. The storm begins. Poor wretch, that for thy mother's fault art thus exposed to loss and what may follow. Weep I cannot, but my heart bleeds, and most accursed am I to be by oath enjoined to this. Farewell. The day frowns more and more, and thou art like to have a lullaby too rough. I never saw the heavens so dim by day. A savage clamour! Oh, never take it aboard!
Pursued by a bear. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in the petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Enter a shepherd.
I would there were no age between 16 and 3 and 20, or that youth would sleep out the rest, for there is nothing in the between but getting wenches with child, stealing, fighting, wronging the ancientry. Hark you now. Good look, Beaver. Well, what have we here? No, mercy on us, a barn. A very pretty barn. A boy or a child, I wonder. A pretty one. A very pretty one. Sure some scape. Though I am not bookish, yet I read waiting gentlewoman in the scape. This has been some stair work, some trunk work, some behind the door work. Aye, well, they were warmer that got this and the poor thing is here. I'll take it up for pity. Oh, yeah, I'll stay till my son comes. He hallooed but even now. Whoa, ho, ho.
Lower! Lower!
Art so near. If thou'lt want to see his thing to talk of when thou art dead and rotten, come hither. Ooh, what ailest thou, man?
I've seen two such sights. By sea and by land. I'm not to say it is the sea, for it is now the sky. But takes a firmament in it, thou cannot thrust a bargain's point.
Why, boy, how is it?
I would you did, but see how it chafes, how it rages, how it takes up the shore. But that's not the point. Oh, the most piteous cry of those poor souls. Sometimes to see 'em and not to see 'em. Now the ship bore in the moon with her main mast and an arnold swallowed up with yeast and froth as if you'd thrust a cork into a hogshead. And then, for the land service, to see how the bear tore out his shoulder bone, and he cried to me for help and said his name was Antigonus, a nobleman. But to make it out of the ship, to see how the waves flap-dragoned it, and the poor souls roared, and the sea mocked them, and the gentleman roared, and the bears mocked him, both roaring louder than the sea or the weather.
Lay for mercy, boy, when was this?
No, no, I have not winked as I saw these sights.
Oh, heavy matters, heavy matters. Now, look here, boy. Bless thyself. Thou mettest with things dying, I with things newborn. Here's a sight for thee. Look thee, a bearing cloth for a squire's child. Look thee here. Take up, boy, open it, so let's see. It was told me I should be rich by the fairies. This is some changeling. Open it, boy, what's within?
You're a made old man. If the sins of your youth be forgiven you, you're well to live. Gold! Oh, gold!
This is fairy gold, boy, and 'twill prove so. Take it up, keep it close, next way home. We have been lucky, boy, and to be so still requires nothing but secrecy. No, let my sheep go. Come, good boy, the next way home.